What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Yours truly, Kendrick McKnight here, back again with another video. Make sure you guys like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel for more content. Back at it again, beneath the surface, with yours truly, Kendrick McKnight here. Episode not one, not two, not three, not four, not five, but six of them things. Episode 6. Man, what is the topic today? This is like an urgent emergency style like video, right? Meaning I'm not gonna be here for long. This was something that was just on my brain and on my thoughts to do throughout my entire day today. Um, you know, we all have moments, right, where we feel like self-destructing, right? We certain things doesn't go the way that we thought. Certain things doesn't go the way that we want to, right? We have certain visions on how certain things should go, or um, certain things the way that we want it to be like, and it doesn't, right? Certain things doesn't go in our favor, um, and certain things just doesn't go the way that we want them, period. And we get frustrated, we get angry, we get upset, we get hurt even, um, depending on what that situation is. And we down ourselves. For me personally, like I'm real good at talking shit about myself. Like I'm real good. Like anybody on the outside say, Kendra, you're this, Kendra, you're that. I'm Doesn't bother me like at all. Like one thing that I've learned in life is that, like, not everyone in life is going to like you. Not everybody in the world is going to think that you're cool, or everybody in the world is not going to be proud of you or happy for you and your success and what you want to do in life. It is what it is. Like, that's just life. But I can hurt my feelings all day long. And that other side of the conversation of who Kendrick is, he can beat this Kendrick up 1000% all day long. And this Kendrick would be hurt about it. Right. And like, I am a personification of I am my worst critic, and sometimes my head can definitely outweigh my heart, and everything that I have going on is just either a waste of time, or I'm not enough for what I'm doing. And the title of this episode is You Are Enough, in all capital letters, in all capital letters. You, the person that's going to watch this, the person that is watching this, the person that's going to watch this, um, you are enough for not only for yourself, but where you're going in life and who you're trying to become. You know what I'm saying? Like, you are enough. Um, trying to get that job, trying to get that promotion, trying to get that internship, trying to get that marriage, trying to get that kid, trying to get anything in life, or trying to go anywhere in life, you can do it, period. You are enough. You can do whatever you want to do in life. And with that comes patience. And for anyone in the world that knows me on a personal level, knows that I not really the most patient person in the world, especially when it comes to where I want to go in life, and the steps to get to where I want to be in life, as far as my goals, my aspirations, my dreams, right? My dream list I've openly shared with people, especially on this channel. And one of the biggest things that I've learned throughout this journey is that, like, the little steps is just as important than getting to, or just being where you want to be. You know what I'm saying? That ultimate climb up to where you want to be is the dream, is the goals that you should not just fly by. Um, just seeing your progress, seeing your growth, seeing what you are becoming, not became, but what you are becoming. Those steps getting to is just as important than being where you want to be, right? And one thing that I've always told myself is that sometimes I wish I can shut my eyes and then I open them and I'm where I want to be in life. And it's so simple, so easy, boom. But guess what? That's not how life works. Um, that's not how God made us to be. He allowed us to enjoy these moments, but also learn so much about yourself within the journey and within these moments. So once we get there, not only are we doing what we said we want to do, but we're also better people as we're doing these things that we want to do. You know what I'm saying? I can't imagine the 21, 20-year-old Kendrick in the space of where he wants to be in life. Like I wouldn't have appreciated it as much as I would now as a 28-year-old. Um, because I didn't go through anything. These 6, 7 years of just back-to-back challenges, back-to-back obstacles, back-to-back roadblocks shaped my hmm, it shaped my precision or just my growth into where I want to go and within my videos, within my writing for my internship, or just honestly my patience into going into my goals, right? Um, and within those frustrating moments, within those upsetting moments, when you don't get a call back or um, no one emails you back, or you get a no text back, or you get something back, but you're, not qualified for the role or, for the job, for the internship or anything like that. Again, that other side of Kendrick comes to the surface and just says, man, like maybe you're just not where you need to be. Maybe you need to close this door and go into another one. Maybe you're just not good enough. Do this instead, do that instead. And yeah, that side of me can be very ruthless. But because what I just said there is just that's the PG version, right? So um I am just here to say, like, you guys are enough. I am enough. You're enough. And we can do whatever we want to do in life as long as you have the patience, as long as you have the love for it, and most importantly, as long as you have the faith and you believe in yourself enough, like regardless of how long it takes you, you will walk that walk. And once you do it, you can talk that talk. Like, hey, it took me X amount of years to get to where I am, but guess what? I kept pushing, I kept going. I be still, I stood still and believed in him. And he gathered me throughout these moments, these tough, crazy moments. And look at me now. You feel what I'm saying? Though that's the goal. That's the dream, right? And man, you guys are enough. And being able to find peace within those crazy moments and believing in yourself enough to say, hey, like, man, I did it. And I also want to get into like God's delays versus like our deadlines, right? We as people have like, oh, like by this age, I want to be in this field. By this age, I want to have this amount of money. By this age, I should be married, have kids, and live happily ever after. And by this time, I retire, live life until God calls me home. Like That's like movies, that's like TV, that's like books, magazines, fairy tales. You know what I'm saying? Because everything is not gonna go the way we see it, right? It's not life, it's not real. And I feel like I'm definitely a personification of that. Like I remember when I was maybe 17, 18. I was like, hey, yeah, like by 25, like I want to move out, do my own thing, possibly move to another city, different state, maybe, and just live my own life and do what God calls me to be, and whatever that is, and be able to say like, hey, like I did it, like I can live life without, help, and I can do my own thing. And obviously, God had his ways with certain things and allow me to go through the route that I'm currently on. And honestly, without that route, I wouldn't have learned any of these very important lessons, whether it's through relationships with women or relationships with people that I've met on jobs, um, former coworkers and all that stuff, and just learning the lessons, learning to being patient with life. Um, like it's not that God gave up on you, but it's like he's taking his time with you. Like he sees the blessings, he sees the potential, he sees the hard work that you're putting in. But without those stern moments and without those lessons learning through patience, you wouldn't appreciate where you want to be as much as you will now. Now that you have been patient and learned through these roadblocks. And it's like, hey, like I'm glad that I went through all that because now I have an even greater appreciation and love and enthusiasm for what I do now. You feel what I'm saying? And so it's really cool. It's really cool to um learn these things. Um, you know, learning the patience, when life feels off schedule. Yes, you can say. Like I said, by a certain age, like you see this going for yourself and so on and so forth. And man, like this is life. You feel what I'm saying? It's something that can definitely be hard, you know. Um, but again, as long as you just keep your head down and just like continue to pound that pavement and do what you have to do for yourself, and everything will work out in the end. But again, as long as you have love, passion, and faith into whatever you have going for yourself, like anything is literally possible for you. And of course, prayer is a must for sure, and doing what you have to do in the meantime to get to that pinpoint. Excuse me. And yeah, everything will be necessary. Everything will become second nature for you. And once you get to that point, man, like you'll be 10 times happier, 100 times happier, 1,000 times happier. You feel what I'm saying? So I want you to say to yourself at least 3 times a day that you are enough. The person that you see in the mirror every day, yeah, tell that person that you are enough, regardless of the obstacle that's in your way right now, regardless of the roadblocks that's in your way right now, regardless of the people that you thought loved you, or people that you come across and they spew their negativity on you. Um, like be able to say like, hey, like, okay, I appreciate that, even though it's negative, because that's extra fuel to become an even better person. That's growth. Not needing, feeling like everything's doesn't need a reaction. You feel what I'm saying? Um, because again, that other side of Kendrick is very you know, he's something else. He could ruin every single thing I had going on for myself, or just within one action. You feel what I'm saying? So, um, learning that everything doesn't need a reaction, learning that, practicing saying that Kendrick is enough. Kendrick is that guy. Kendrick is destined for greatness. I have to constantly tell myself these things to push over that side of me and say, hey, go back. Let me, how did you get out? You know what I'm saying? Like I have that Kendrick um locked up. Sometimes he just gets crazy with the door of the cage and gets out. And so I have the extra lock it. Like I have to have like three, four, five locks, you know. But yeah, man, you guys are enough. I'm enough. You are enough. Everybody's enough for this life, this crazy life. Um, and so, man, like I said, man, this is going to be quick. Um, just I know I wanted that message to be out because, like I said, this morning, man, like I was beating myself up heavy this morning. Just going through, you know, this week has been interesting to say the least. Um, I'm in a space nowadays. More recently, this week, honestly, where it's like I'm no longer. I spoke about it in a video in a short on my Instagram maybe like a couple weeks ago, maybe like a month ago now, about overextension, right? Not overextending yourself, right? Not overextending yourself upon people that you care about, but your careness is not at the level of you thought that they care about you. You feel what I'm saying? Or love or attention. You feel what I'm saying? Or priority, honestly, right? Um, and learning to be okay with that is hard, especially for a guy like myself, where it's like I can be a huge a hole to people that's not inside my circle, depending on what you do or what you say to me. I'm real big on like reciprocating energy. Like I've been like this for my entire life, throughout school, work. It's like whatever you do to me, I'm gonna do it back to you. You know what I'm saying? You speak to me, I speak to you. You don't speak to me, guess what? I'm not speaking to you. Like I can't tell you guys how many times throughout school I can look a person dead in the face for good 5, 6, 7 seconds and still not say shit. Like that's just the guy that I am. Like I'm not overextending myself to speaking to people when I know the vibe isn't there. Trying to be a good person, you know what I'm saying? Whatever energy you give to me, I'm gonna give it right back. That's just who I am. That's just in my bloodline. My dad was like that. My mom can be like that at times. You feel what I'm saying? And also, like, I'm just done with forcing conversation, forcing people to be in my life, regardless of how much I care and love them or want them to be a part. You feel what I'm saying? And it's like I have this vision of what I can do for someone. Like once I reach my goals, right? Once I get those um dreams and those aspirations together, like, oh man, like in my head, like, oh man, I have a again, like I want to act like movies, TV, right? Like, oh man, like I have this role in my mind for this person. Like as long as they stick it through with me and be patient and still be here, like, oh, I'm a bless that person. Um, or so on and so forth, man. Like I believe in sharing wealth and sharing um what I've done and what I do with people that I care about and I love. Um, and I also believe in taking care of the people that took care of you, right? Never forgetting where you came from, never forgetting who helped, you know, get you where you are, because life is not a one person show. It's a support system all around the board, you know? Um, and it's my job to give back. It's not necessarily my job, it's just like that's just the person that I am. Not forgetting who got me to where I am. And so like once I get to a certain position, like, okay, cool. I appreciate you. Here you go. Thank you. I love you. Um, and so yeah, like I'm just in a point where it's like I'm not easily persuaded anymore, or like easily gaslighted or easily manipulated, in the sense of like someone does this, someone does that I typically don't care for, and due to my love and my care they can say something or do something where it's like it's okay, like it is what it is, it was what it was, like I'm like Kendrick's not going to do anything, he's too loyal to a fault, or he's too this or that. So yeah, man. I'm trying to become more stern within my ways and say, like, I don't appreciate that. I don't like that. Like, I would appreciate a conversation, or let me know. Like, even if it hurts me, like, I would deeply appreciate you just tell me up front, um, and just save both of our times. You know what I'm saying? Whether that's a friendship or anything, you know, possible relationship or anything like that. Like, let me know. Um, and so, people are weird. I'm weird at times. Again, a hole can be one. And so, man, I'm just in a different space of just like pulling back and just doing my own thing and like not overextending myself, giving myself to people that's willing to give themselves to me. And I don't believe in that busy shit. You make time for the people that you prioritize. You know what I'm saying? And by no means am I comparing myself to your parents or your brother or your sister or your best friends or your coworkers, right? But like if there's some bit of interest or just an ounce of interest of me being a piece of your life, like I would appreciate um just me feeling like I don't have to force myself to be here. You feel what I'm saying? Like I'm just one of those people, man. It's like once I notice like there's like an ounce of me feeling like I have to do certain things just to get your attention, like that's a red flag for me. Like if I feel like I'm disrupting your life, like okay, cool, I can fall back. You can just do you. You know what I'm saying? And so yeah, I'm at that point now where it's like I'm okay. I'll talk to you whenever you feel like talking to me, whether that takes hours, days, weeks, months, years. I'm gonna still do my videos. I'm still do my internship stuff. I still work, still do this and do that. Like life doesn't stop. Remember, biggest the biggest thing that I learned through my dad's passing is that life does not stop for anyone. Regardless of this person unfortunately passing away, just because this person and you had a falling out and you guys are not friends anymore, or this person you got fired from your job, or your best friend got fired from your job, and just anything, like life goes on. You know what I mean? Like it is what it is. Like I'm just done trying to force shit and force conversation and force people to be in my life and like double, triple, quadruple texting or calling people trying to get something when it can be so simple. Um and like um you know, yeah. Yeah, man. I'm just yeah, you know. It is what it is, and life is life, you got to deal with it and continue to be who you are. Um and so, man, I told myself this is going to be 20 minutes and I'm like 6 minutes over. But um understand this, you guys are enough with or without any other pressures that you may feel of other people that may want you to do this or want you to do that in life, or just the weird feelings of you and a friend or a coworker or anybody in your family. There's tension there, and or anything spiraling apart. Like it's okay. You guys are enough. I am enough. You are enough to say like I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep this journey going, and regardless of what our personal deadlines are, like God got us. Like he's delaying it for a reason to allow us to learn throughout these situations. So once we get to that mountaintop, we can appreciate it a lot more. And man, like I'm proud of my journey. I'm proud of, the many people that I've came across throughout my life, from my freshman year of college in 2016 to where I am now in 2025, I'd be 2026, within both universities, all of the jobs that I've had throughout that time, and even after graduating to where I am now. Um, Everything's a blessing, everything's a lesson, and it's up to us to figure out what that lesson is and what to learn from it. One ear stays in, okay, cool, boom, you move forward with that knowledge. You feel what I'm saying? And so, man, beneath the surface with yours truly, solo again, but that's fine. It is all good. Make sure you guys like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel for more content. And until my next video, man. Yes, sir.